Good evening all and welcome to another video on All Hail the Ale. It's Saturday night, which means it's craft beer night. And the beer we're going for tonight house from Edinburgh. It's from Vault City. It's this one. It is their mini crunch. Come on, focus. That, there, focus on that. Look, it doesn't want to. It's a mini crunch. Anyway, it's a chocolate honeycomb stout weighing in at 6% ABV. Picked it up in Sainsbury's, I want to say. Maybe wrong. Anyway, it doesn't really tell me a huge amount on the can, apart from the fact that it's chocolatey, rich and smooth, and it's a fun-sized version of a Vault City classic, packed to the brim with all the chocolatey honeycomb goodness of the original, but now the slightly more sessionable ABV. This decadent stout blends bold flavours of rich dark chocolate and cindered toffee to capture the irresistible taste of our favourite crunchy snack. So yeah, it's a Cadbury's Crunch. Your ingredients are listed as water, malted barley and oats, lactose, brown sugar, cholaca, whatever that is, cinder toffee, vanilla, hops and yeast. So yeah, I paid about $3.50 a can, something like that, for this one. Is it any good? Let's find out. I've not tried the original before, so I don't know what I'm missing out on really. I've got nothing to compare it to. We're going to pour it into my Titanic goblet, because we can, and it's my favourite stout glass. Pour is reasonably thin on the pour, I think. Dark, carbonated, and a light head. Not a lot of head there. That's a shame. Oh, you can see there's lots and lots of lactose and adjuncts just by the top of the glass. Look, head retention has gone completely, but it is pretty dark. It's verging on black. There's no light coming through apart from the tiniest hint, and it's kind of a chestnutty colour as opposed to mahogany. Yeah, so that's your beer in a glass, and if you can see where the glass is rolling, there is something coating the glass. Interesting. Let's have a whiff. It smells alright. It smells chocolatey. Chocolate and vanilla, malt, and I'm hoping some cinder toffee. There is a sweetness behind it that's not the vanilla. May well be that. Anyway, just as a kind of forewarning, if you've watched enough of my stout videos, you'll know that I prefer my stouts on the warmer side. This one is room temperature, to really allow those flavours and aromas to really pop. Smells good. Smells very good. Anyway, it looks interesting. Smells very good. See what it tastes like. Cheers. Body's medium, which is quite a surprise really. Given the pour, it seemed quite thin on the pour, but carbonation is missing. It was quite obvious on the pour. It was fizzy like Coca-Cola, but the carbonation is kind of not there. Nevertheless, that's not necessarily the worst thing in the world, because a truly fizzy stout is a bad thing, in my opinion. Anyway, flavour-wise, it's nice. It's all about chocolate, and the cinder toffee is there. It is. It's right behind it, slightly burnt tasting in a good way. You know, there's extra toasted caramel. If you've ever made cinder toffee and you've had a bit that's, yeah, just that extra caramelization. Vanilla is huge in this one. The lactose is immediately obvious. Well, you can see it more on the glass, right? Just look at the filth on the glass. But the flavours are bob on, absolutely bob on. It is a replica of the Crunchie, and it does it very well. It's silky in the mouth, very silky, very tasty. even though the carbonation is missing, it's not lacking. It's not. You don't think I wish there was carbonation. It'd be interesting to see if it was nitro and really smooth. But no, I like. The finish is all about the chocolate and the toffee. And there is a hint of the malt behind it. Think soaring malt loaf. It's that kind of sweetness, that almost fruity. I like. I keep rolling it in my mouth because it's like, it's not like a beer. It's like liquid chocolate crunchy. I need to slow down because that's going to go very, very quickly. To the scoreboard of joy time. It's currently void of anything. Let's fill it in with the red pen of judgment, the new red pen of judgment. Second outing tonight. Let's revisit the pour, which was a little disappointing. In as much as, there's no pizzazz. I mean, look, that's poured pretty flat. It's a nice colour. There's no head, and it leaves the glass looking like it's been dipped in sewage, which sounds pretty grim. Thankfully, it doesn't taste anything like sewage. I like the look of the beer. I missed the head completely. Don't like how it. What's the word I'm looking for? The way it just coats the glass. I'm not a fan of that. I'm gonna go 0.6 because that leaves me thinking unpleasant things. I'm a visual eater and drinker. Anyway, the aroma is nice. It's chocolatey. It's malty. It's sweet. It smells like I want to drink it. It smells very nice, and I'm glad I've left it at room temperature to really let those aromas pop. And it's all good. If you like sweet ones, which I do, I will give it 0.8 because I want some of the malts to come through. I want some hint of the fact that it's a stout as opposed to just chocolate and toffee and vanilla, which is what you get. Anyway, the body, even though it's lacking carbonation, it's a good mouthfeel. It's medium in weight. It's silky smooth in the mouth. It's like you're drinking chocolate milk. But again, I want some carbonation. So I'm going to give it the 0.8 again. The flavour, bob on. It does what it sets out to do. It delivers the chocolate, delivers the burnt caramel kind of flavours. It's got a little vanilla sweetness as well. Yeah, I like that. Spot on. I'm going to give it the full point. And the finish. I prefer a bit of bitterness on the back end of my stouts, I must admit. But I do like the fact that the chocolate lingers. I like the fact that the caramel kind of develops in the mouth. And right now, it's caramel with a hint of chocolate. And it's been a little while since I've had a sip. So again, I'm going to go the 0.8 again. So what we got? 8, 16, 24, 3, 4 out of 5 all told, which is not a bad score at all, really. Let's be honest. Bonus point time. It can't have the full bonus because it didn't get 5 out of 5. Would I buy it again? If I can get my hands on the full fat one that's probably bigger now in Vault City in terms of ABV. What's it? This is 6. It's got to be at least 8, right? Although that's not really buying this one again. I will sit on the fence with this because there's things I love about it, but equally there's things I'm less of a fan of. And there are other similar stouts of the coffee, the chocolate and toffee flavours. So yeah, and I'm going to say no to the value, not because it's not a good beer, because it is pretty decent as evidenced by the 4 out of 5 score, but there's a few things I'm really not keen on. The visuals of the glass, right? It, like I say, it looks like it's been dipped in sewage, which is less than desirable, and yeah, and the lack of carbonation. Like I say, even though the drink isn't missing it, it's lacking, and I want some. So yeah, 4 out of 5, with a potential 1 bonus point. So there we go. It is a beer of 2 halves. There's things I like, there's things I don't like. I love the flavour, don't like how it looks, and I'm missing the carbonation a little bit. But yeah, if you like your stouts to be chocolatey and toffee flavoured, and that really actually do hit their design brief of tasting like the Cadbury's Crunchie, then give Mini Crunch a try. If you don't. Yeah, simply put, we'll leave it there and say that has been a beer. I've been me. Those down there are the buttons. You know exactly what to do with them by now. You've got your like, comment, dislike, and subscribe. Choose any combination of them as you wish. And I'll see you again soon for another one. Bye for now.